Miller and Belt. We've got lawnmowers, snow blowers, chainsaws, and more. Why not stop in and visit our store? Go first class. Go with Plymouth Glass, your top choice for custom glass shower enclosures. Plymouth Furniture. Home starts here. Shop the Pig. Plymouth. Meyer Motors, serving the community with new and used vehicles for over 97 years. Visit us on social or GoMeyerMotors.com. American Legion, Plymouth Veterans, strengthening America.
As the field rolls through 3 and 4 to the Sinclair Speed Stripe, insert number 4, and we're green and shuffle by the tree service, all-star performance, heat race number 1.
Side by side, wheel to wheel, wing to wing, off the backstretch they come, off of turn 2. Crouch easily to the lead, off of turn 3, off of turn 4, completing lap number 1 here in Plymouth.
Crouch leads lap number 1. Dave Utek down to the bottom of the speedway, trying to hold on to the second spot. Tyler Rankin into third, fourth. Trial Schuett and Blake Nemi holding the 6th and final transfer so far.
Crouch, Utek, Rankin, King, Schuett, and Nemi now.
Crouch down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Here comes Tyler Rankin. Rankin looking to the outside of Dave Utek. Nothing doing for the 16C as they all go single out on the bottom of the speedway.
Utek takes the inside line. Rankin goes to the outside, tries the middle, goes to the fluff off of. Looking for seconds on turn 1.
Rankin trying to get around the outside, trying to find the grip and rip off of turn number 2. Nearly caught. Still not a lot of grip on the outside of 3 and 4, but he's working it in.
Rankin putting the pressure on Utek as they work turn. Rankin. Utek slot in front of the. Rankin on second now.
Tyler Rankin, if he finished where he is, he would be locked into the dash, but he's not settling for third as they're still side by side on the back straightaway for the second spot. Flag flies for Brenham Crouch.
One more lap to go for Crouch, but it's Rankin and Utek side by side, and Rankin slides to the outside and grabs the flood. And grabs second spot now.
Rankin will take his second for Crouch. Heat race number 1, Rankin second. And at the line, Blake will shoot.
Great heat race there for Brenham Crouch. Tell you what, Tyler Rankin using the fluff on the outside of turn. Got it done around the outside of Dave Utek.
Run for Tyler Rankin. But winning heat race number 1, Lubbock, Texas is it up race fans for Brenham Crouch in the number 1.
Heat races is going to be, look out though, the big wheel pole.
Scotty Thiel and Chris Spitz going to start the race here in Valco Wheel heat race number 2. Working big from Scott Thiel on the start. Chris Spitz trying to cut down in front of Greg Wilson, but here comes Danny Schlafer on the side.
And he inside of Chris Spitz. Chris Spitz on the slide.
Into turn number 3. Schlafer going for it into the inside of turn number 3. And he and Scotty Thiel get together. We go red in heat number 2. Chris Spitz with a good jump for the second. The field goes single file into turn number 1. Goldsberry slipped up the track a little bit. Will Garrett's had a look to the inside, but nothing doing as the big wheel's out front and gone.
Spitz with a wheel stand off of turn 4. The big wheel. 15 car lengths down the back straightaway, but the sheriff under pressure from that Brand Agricultural number 3.
Jake Newman looking to the outside of Wilson. Wilson gets up and hops over the tires. Newman trying the top side as he looks for a way by for All-Star. Jake Newman up to the 3rd spot.
Sheriff couldn't do anything with Jake when he went around. Jordan Goldsberry trying to move up a spot now as well. And now the battle for the sixth and final transfer position is Ottawa. That's it.
Tyler Brabant and Will, the two teammates go side by side up for number 2. That is the battle as Eric said for the final transfer spot. Garrett slips up off the bottom. Here comes Brabant on the bottom.
Newman will look to the inside of Chris Spitt. That's running the outside in the 4K. Down the back straightaway into turn 4. Newman on the bottom will slide up in front of Chris Spitz and take over that second.
Got Thiel front and gone on the back straightaway as he works through 3 and 4 for the final time. The big wheel, Scotty Thiel, gonna take heat race number 2. Second spot will go to Jake Newman at the line. Chris Spitz 3rd, Jordan Goldsberry 4th, Greg Wilson 5th, and Will Garrett holds on for the 6th and final transfer. So race fans picking up the win in heat race number 2. Give it up for big wheel Scotty Thiel. Pace truck off of the speedway on the back. Russell Borland, Joel Myers Jr., Wisconsin and California on the front row. By side for the lead, and here
On Borland, Baylog goes way upstairs. 4.
Baylog had to get on the liners to the 3rd, and now goes outside of Russell Borland. It's Myers Jr. at the front.
Baylog into the inside. Baylog trying to slide off a turn 4. Myers on the outside.
Myers Jr. not going away easy. Baylog gets the slider up turn 1 and 2. Myers Jr. back to 2nd. Russell Borland 3rd. Scotty Neitzel 4th. Travis Aaron's 5th. Josh Schneiderman the 6th and final transfer spot.
Scotty Knights battling with Travis Aaron's now. Wheel to wheel for a moment in a turn. And Scotty Neitzel looks to the inside of the 3.
Aaron's picked up his first career IRA feature win the last time we were here at Plymouth, and now he's looking all over the tail tank of the week, trucking number 23.
Starts to slide back. And in the 6th and transfer. Meantime, Bill Step Sail out front.
Comes
One race so far in her career. She was Rookie of the Year 2 years ago. She won a heat race last year down at Wilmot, looking for her first ever win here at her home track in Plymouth. We'll see how that goes. Coming off turn 4, coming to the sweet spot. We get a go. And quickly, Lance Fosbender dives to the bottom of the second, turn 1, and grabs the lead. Kate Little hang on to the second spot. TJ Smith 3rd in that white car. 1 lap in the books. Again, this is an 8th lap heat race. And we've got a whole bunch of bunched up here as we go to turn 1. 50. Pekorski, the red 4, and it's Paul Pekorski in the 53A. And Bucky in the 38. Couple of good battles going on back in the pack. You're looking right at Alex Pekorski in the 4. Shane Winninger in the 53. Shane with nearly 100 total wins in his outstanding career. So Lance Fosbender leading the way. Pretty comfortable lead over the 08 car of Caitlin Krebsbach. Halfway, 4 down, 4 to go. Fosbender, Krebsbach, Pokorski, Green in that order, winning her the 53 off turn 2 down the backstretch, a little high over there. There you're looking at your winner going into your leader, I should say, going into turn 1, Lance Fosbender. You'll have 2 to go this time by, 2 to go this time by. White flag in the air for your leader, Lance Fosbender. Working his way into turn 1. He's led right from the get-go, starting on the outside of the front row. Off turn 4, the 7 car looking at the checkered flag. So your winner, car number 7 from Burnett in his 30th year, Lance Fosbender, former champion, sponsored by RC Custom, Sales and Servicing, Be Beautiful Swan, The Hill Tavern, Falby Auto Body, Beaky High Performance. Sponsors on the winning car number 7, Beaver Dam, car number 88, Chris Flick, and rounding it out the 7R from Bringhurst, Indiana, Devin Myers. Coming to the sweet spot, we get a go. Harnett hard into turn 1 on the outside, but David here comes right on the inside. Schmidt trying to get under Davis in turn 3. Oh, Kurt, hang on. Oh, my goodness. That was close. Davis stopped racetrack in a not very good position down there. Will bring out the yellow. Well, what a bit of driving by some of these guys, huh? That looked like a sure disaster. Driving. Perfect. Through 3, they'll pick it up now as we come over to the sweet spot. We get a go. So it's Schmidt in the second spot in that white car. Then Erickson and McMullen, or excuse me, Berth, got my mixed up. Berth in the 4th spot in the 22B. Now Kurt Davis has made one pass after restarting the hill. And he's now working on that 7R card. Putting up the spot. So now Fred's trying to wrestle that lead away from Kevin Karnitz. Dives down low in 3, chopped them off, and picks up the lead. So Schmidt now with the lead, sails down near the tires through turn the backstretch. We'll have 3 to go this time by. He is opening up speed. White flag will be coming out this time by. Whoa, white flag. This time by. Oh. Ben Schmidt off turn 4. Look at the checkered flag. Got a battle coming here off turn 4. Kurt Davis tried to get. And so your winner will be the 35 of Ben Schmidt. Ben Schmidt, the win. Second goes to the 63K. Third to 3. Fourth, the 22B. In the 5th spot, the 11. 6th spot, 6K. 7th, the 7R. And rounding it out, the 88. Sponsors on your winning car. That, by the way, win number 126 overall in the career of Ben started. Pretty simple. Actually, if I could figure it out, you can figure it out, huh? All right, that orange machine's been having a really good year. He's in the top 10 in the point standings. Logan Julian, he'll bring him to the sweet spot. We get a go! Side by side, your front row stays that way down the backstretch. Julian on the inside, Daywalt on the outside, off turn 4, down the front stretch, it'll be Daywalt. Daywalt leads lap. Whoa! Julian spins around in turn 2. It's okay, but he'll lose his spot, obviously. Not sure what happened to Daywalt. Car go around. Next thing I know, I see another car on its side, and that's Nick Daywalt. Well, tough break for the young driver out of Hubertus. McMullen, your leader. Chris Larson, Chris Clayton make up your second row. TJ Hattie, Decker in the third row. Then it's Koenigs and Julian. Here we go, back under the green. Brandon McMullen running down low near the tires through 1 and turn 2. He's got this track figured out already, don't he? Same him running the low side of the track. So your leader McMullen, second place. Larson in the third spot. Decker in that orange and black. He's in the 4th spot. Again, it's passing points to determine the lineup for their next race. Tristan Koenigs in that 66, the blue car down the backstretch. He is currently in the 4th spot. Here comes your leader, Brandon McMullen, sliding into turn number 1. Oh, he's by 3 to he comes by. Stick around. The IRA dashes will be coming up. Determine the lineup. Two laps to go. Next time by for your leader, Brandon McMullen. Got a yellow flag once again. It's Mike Decker looking the wrong down here in turn 4. Rookie driver looking pretty smooth so far tonight. 2 laps now to go. Still a battle for that 3rd spot. White flag is out for your leader McMullen. He glides through turn 1. They're still nip and tuck for that 4th spot. 21 Hattie and the 66 of Koenigs. Checkered flag for Brandon McMullen. Oh, Brandon, 15th checkered flag. Sponsored by Antonio Sports Bar and Grill, Professional Plating, Hoff Farms, Miesfelds, Z&N Machine Company, Superior Bar and Grill, Kleeman Heating and Cooling, Meyer Motors, Butch and Ends, Pine Grove, Bank First, Plymouth and Manitowoc, Keebler Chiropractic, B&D Auto, Sante Shop, Fireman John, sponsors on.
How about the one, your points leader, Brennan, doing this one from the outside. We'll know 4 laps from now. Green flag is out. To the end, Neitzel up, down the back straightaway, wing to wing, wheel to wheel. Neitzel shuts the door into turn 3. Spitz goes back to the outside. Here comes the big wheel, Scotty Thiel, Spitz. 1 lap down, 3 to go. Neitzel on the outside looking for the pole of tonight's A-Main. Neitzel down straight. Brennan side at second. Neitzel takes the line up for 4. Spitz make a little contact. Hill to 3rd. Neitzel by 4 car lengths into turn 3 and 4. Crouch on the bottom, still count. 1 more trip around the fair park. Scotty Neitzel down the back straightaway. Brennan Crouch fourth. Spitz trying to get back to fifth. Phil goes to the outside, but Scotty Neitzel will start up pole of tonight's A-Main.
So Scotty Neitzel taking Fine Line Fabrications dash number 1 and will start on the pole here tonight at Plymouth. Brenham Crouch comes home second and will start third. Scotty Thiel third and will start fifth. Bill Baylog fourth and will start seventh. And Chris Spitz in fifth and will start ninth. And I don't think that lineup I don't believe is correct, but we're going to roll the green. Turn number 4. Todd King will lead him down into turn number 1. Joel Myers Jr. up on the top speedway. Greg Wilson, the third spot, side by side, wing to wing for the lead. Todd King on the bottom. Here comes Joel Myers Jr. California into turn number 1. The 46 JR on the top. Here comes Todd King, the Kingpin. Running a limited schedule here in 2023, showing them how it's done on the bottom side of the Plymouth dirt track. Joel Myers Jr. number 1. Greg Wilson and Tom Rankin nearly So race fans, give it up. Making the trip from California, Joel Myers Jr. takes dash number 2. So he'll start second in tonight's feature. Todd King will start fourth. Greg Wilson sixth. Tyler Rankin and Dave Tech starters. So a very, very solid field of cars here in the B feature at Plymouth, and that's the way it's been all year with the IRA Sprints. Fantastic car counts all season long, and you always end up with the way that works. You always end up with a lot of good. Fast Jack Vanderboom to the lead on the back straightaway, but Danny Schleifer says no. Top Vanderboom to the lead in the Bailing Racing Equipment B feature. Good battle for third. Tischendorf on the bottom, on the top of the speedway. The professional number 26 gets a good drive off of turn number 2. Austin Hart top. Tischendorf holding the spot for now. Ian Steer in 5th. Tyler Brabant currently in that 6th final transfer, but he's got putting in the form of the 43 of Jeremy Stroop. Hartman now trying to take that 3rd spot away from Tischendorf as they go side by side on the front straightaway. Still a fantastic battle for 3rd as Tischendorf now slides up in front of Hartman into turn number 2. To solidify himself in 3rd. Hartman dives down to the bottom and try and get back. Tischendorf says no down the front straightaway, and they're both closing in on the 25 of Danny Schleifer. Into the bottom, Tischendorf on the top. Jack Vanderboom has checked out, and the Blue Mountain Express moving in storage number U2. 6 laps down, 4 remain for Jack Vanderboom. Tischendorf closing in ever so slightly on Danny Schleifer, but he's still got a mirror full of Austin Hartman. Ian Steer now up into the top 5. Tyler Brabant still holding on to that 6th and final transfer. Vanderboom front in the number U2 for Tyler Tischendorf. Working the bottom side of the Plymouth dirt track is the U2 with just 2 more laps to go. Schleifer on the bottom, Tischendorf still trying to reel in the lone wolf, and Danny Schleifer gets all up through turns 1 and 2. Off at turn number 4, the Doctor's Jacket's in the air for Jack Vanderboom. Again, about a straightaway lead for Jack Vanderboom. The battle wages on for second and third as off at turn number 4. The Baling Racing Equipment B feature goes back to Wisconsin. Fast Vanderboom to checkered. Danny for in second, and to the line, Tyler Tischendorf will hold on for third over Austin Huffman. Ian Steer in fourth, and Finn in fifth, and I believe we've got something amiss over there in turn 4 with the reef, excuse me.
Not quite sure that motor may have took its last gulp there. Some consumable products.
Oh boy.
That looks like an oil fire.
So Jake Reef, one of his first time.
Will be down on the infield. Kevin Karnitz, the veteran. TJ Hattie, the rookie, your front row. Lineup's perfect. Coming through 3 over to 4. Coming to the line, we get a go. Karnitz expected will lead him down the backstretch from the pole. Hattie holds on to second. Here comes Ben Schmidt in that white 35 car. Hattie, the youngster out of Waupun, he's been getting faster every week. Certainly holding his own right here in the second spot. Ben Schmidt looks to the inside off turn 4, trying to make a pass, not yet. Into turn 1, Schmidt down low, slides up into the second spot. Hattie now third, Fassbender fourth, McMullen in the 98 in the fifth spot. Very fast pace from the start, count them down. Kevin Karnitz, winner here a couple of weeks ago, would love to get another one. Ben Schmidt of 6 so far this season, not far behind. A lot of good 2-wide racing that you want to see all over the track. Karnitz will be catching up to the back of the pack pretty soon. He will have to get in traffic. Oh, Karnitz starts lapping cars. Ben Schmidt behind your leader. So now, the outside of the backstretch, looking to make a move for the lead as we go through 3 and 4 in lap traffic. Off 4, it'll be the line leader, Ben Schmidt. Right. We're not done with this one yet. TJ Hattie continues to third spot, 1H. Fassbender fourth, and Brandon McMullen is fifth. Fassbender the purple 7, McMullen the 98. And out how to get around. He's running the high side, front stretch into turn 1. He's right up alongside Bringhurst, the Indiana driver. Now he drops to the inside of Bringhurst in turn 3. Coming over to 4 and down the straight. Karnitz still running second. 5 car lengths back of your leader, Schmidt. We're reaching the midway point. We've got 12 laps to go now. 12 laps to go. Oh, for Bringhurst, but he saves the. Oh, here comes Ben Schmidt ticking off another lap. Now 10 to go. 10 laps to go. Karnitz remains in the second spot. Up to third. Fourth, and Fassbender in the fifth spot. Fassbender a little ways back of Hattie yet, so that position for Hattie looks pretty good at the 9 to go. To be 8 as your leader comes off turn 4. Ben Schmidt. There's the gladiator Schmidt into turn one. He's running low, running high. He's getting a good job no matter where he goes. Track is good for him tonight, as it usually is. Turn four, he's going to lap the 53 car of Pekorski now down in one. He's going to pass him and catch up to Balicki in the 38. Balicki driving that open driving school car of Randy Dipple. Nice job. This would be his third night in a sprint. Laps to go. Ben Schmidt way up near the wall on the backstretch. Complete the lap now. 5 laps to go. Ben Schmidt in thick, slower cars. He's got a bunch of... Brandon Mullen moved up it. Mullen is back to third. McMullen, we'll see. Down in turns between 4 and we'll go yellow. Chris Flick got a piece of him but had nowhere to go. And like 7R car sitting on the racetrack. I believe we'll have 4 after we stall out. $63K off turn. And we're back. Had a good restart, about a lead now over and to go this time by 3 laps. Oh. Looking real strong at the point. You'll have 2 to go. Off. Very fast. Take this time. Tag Ben Schmidt. In a bit. Mullen hard at 3 off turn 4, and it'll be Ben Schmidt your winner. Here's it. Oh, except for the one caution, this was very clean, fast. Ben Schmidt picks up his 7th. The 7. He is your point leader. He is second in the points coming into tonight by 15. So it's going to be really tight at the top. So we have Schmidt, your winner, McMullen second, then the 6 Harnets, 4th, the 2 of Clayton, 5th, the 4 Alex Pekorski in the 6th spot. Good run for the rookie in the 21H, TJ Handy. Fassbender in 7th. Got this one done from the 2nd row.
As he climbs out of the car. As he climbs out of the car, having a round of applause. We're gonna come out here, sorry guys. I know how much these photographers work for a living. Apologize. How cool is it after all?
Bill Cheese, Venture Family Cattle, Gain Auto Body, Ado Auto Center. So, it's all. You guys are awesome.
The fan. Ben Schmidt, your feature winner. Ben wanted to thank all of his crew guys for the hard work.
Very much, Eric. And up next, race fans, get out of your seat, get up on your feet to salute the best of the Upper Midwest going 4 abreast. This is the bumper to bumper IRA Outlaw Sprint. Here at the Plymouth Third Track, thank you for being here. Thank you to everybody watching at home on Flow Racing and race fans. I have one more question to ask you here tonight. What time is it? It's showtime! What a start from Joel Myers Jr. Pops up on the bottom. Here comes Brenham Crouch. Joel Myers Jr. way out number 1. Field spanning back, but Joel leads lap number 1. The 2 High Plains Building Division cars out front. Joel Myers Jr., Brenham Crouch 1 and 2. Scotty Neitzel 3rd. Top King 4th. Here comes the big wheel. Scotty Thiel and Bill Kellogg following each other on the top of the speedway. Around the 47 of the Kingpin, Todd King. And they're bringing the 16C of Tyler Rankin with Baylog negotiates Todd King now down to the bottom of the speedway to try and attack the Scotty Thiel. Thiel all over the tail tank of the 2W of Scotty Knight. That one before, if you flash 141 speedway last season. But the top 2, Joel Myers Jr. and Brenham Crouch way out front. And they'll be in lap traffic here very shortly. Joel Myers Jr. and Brenham Crouch. Crouch gained a lot of time on the 46 JR that lap. The top 2 nose to tail down the front straightaway they've got lap cars battling each other side by side right in front of him. Ian Steer and Tyler Dorf side by side in front of Myers Jr. Steer cuts down the top of the racetrack, opens up a lane for Myers Jr., but goes to the middle. Here comes Brenham Crouch. Into the middle of the speedway on the back straightaway. Can't find a way past Joel Myers Jr. there. Bill Baylog with a slider for the 3rd spot. 17B up podium paying position as here comes Brenham Crouch. Side by side. Number 2. Brenham Crouch and Joel Myers Jr. go side by side. California versus Texas for the lead. You're going to hang on and lead that lap. Brenham all over the back of the 46 JR. Traffic gets held up a little bit by the 49 of Josh Scheineman, but Crouch goes through the middle. What a move by Brenham Crouch. The 1 to the lead off of turn number 4. The IRA point leader now in thick lap traffic. Jack Vanderboom and Austin Hart running side by side in front of him. But don't look now. The North Pole Nightmare on a mission. Crouch dispatches of the 87A of Austin Hartman. Myers Jr. now with a rear view mirror full of the North Pole Nightmare. Baylog to the bottom, looks to throw the slider to clear Myers Jr. and does so. Bill Baylog, 2nd spot. Fights back on the bottom though. Myers Jr. gonna hang on to the spot, but Bill Baylog rips the topsider on the 46 JR. Baylog with another massive move in lap, nearly up into the wall. Crouch with a good 7 or 8 car length gap on the North Pole Nightmare down the back straightaway. Negotiating lap traffic nicely is the High Plains Building. Joel Myers Jr. still in 3rd, but now Scotty Thiel with a clear track ahead at the 46 JR. Nearing the halfway point, 14 in, 16 remain for the 1 of Brenham Crouch. Crouch way up by the wall. That cushion is on the fence. Coming off at turn number 4. Greg Wilson now gets by the 73 of Scotty Thiel up into the 4th spot. Where did the number W20 come from? Baylog getting by the 21 of Will Garrett's in lap traffic. Now just has the 23 of Russell Borland in between himself and Brenham Crouch. Crouch on the top. Bill Baylog following him. Joe Myers Jr. still in 3rd. And Scotty Thiel running nearly nose to tail, but Greg Wilson ducks down to the bottom in lap traffic to try and get by the 88 Hartman. Crouch now mired in traffic. Goes around the outside of him. Baylog is closing. The gap last time by was 1.138 seconds. This time by 18 in. 12 remain for Brenham Crouch. Crouch now to the outside of Blake Nemi in traffic. And Baylog is closing. Baylog took 4/10 out of him that last time by. Here comes the nightmare. Crouch now ducks down to the middle to try and get by Kyle Schuett in traffic. And here comes Baylog. Baylog with a clear shot at the number 1 on the top side of the speedway. Crouch can't get by the 9K of Kyle Schuett. Crouch now ducks down to the bottom to try and do it again. Here comes Baylog to the top of the speedway. Crouch on the bottom, Baylog on the top, and here he comes. Crouch still can't find a way by the 9K of Kyle Schuett. Now he does off of turn 4. Crouch needed to get by Kyle Schuett and did so coming off of turn 4. 9 laps remain for the High Plains Building Division number 1. Through 3 and 4, way up by the wall, nearly kisses it into turn 4. Lost a lot of time there, did the High Plains Building Division number 1. And Baylog all over his tail tank once again through turn 1 and 2. Gotta wonder if that setup's going away ever so slightly on the number 1 as Baylog closing in the waning laps of this one. 7 laps to go for Brenham Crouch, and Baylog is all over him. 2. Crouch pulled a little bit of a gap down the back straightaway. Right in front of Brenham Crouch, Chris Spitz and Dave Utek running side by side. We know how good Bill Baylog is in lap traffic here, and he's all over Crouch once again. Crouch on the back straightaway. Baylog dives to goes outside and gets by the 4K of Chris Spitz. 5 circuits remain for Brenham Crouch. And now Baylog held up by the 4K of Chris Spitz. He'll dive down to the bottom and dispatch the 4K through turns 3 and 4, and now have a clear shot at Brenham Crouch. But Crouch has a huge opening in front of him with 4 laps remaining. It might take a mistake from the number 1 to get Baylog back close enough again. Meanwhile, behind them, Joe Myers Jr., Greg Wilson, Scotty Thiel, Scotty Neitzel, Travis Aarons, Jordan Goldsberry, Todd King, and Jake Newman currently in the top 10. Baylog all over the tail tank of Crouch on the back straightaway. 3 laps to go. Baylog dives to the bottom, makes his move. Crouch though gonna turn him back underneath him, but Baylog, here comes Crouch. Crouch down to the bottom. Baylog rips the top. Crouch has got nothing for him. Baylog down the back straightaway takes the lead, but Crouch fighting back at him. Slide job for the lead. Baylog crosses him back. Oh, flag flies. Laps time. Brenham Crouch stands gas. The W20 hooked up on the bottom side takes the 3rd spot away from Myers Jr. Myers Jr. gonna follow the W20 to the bottom. 3-car race for the lead. Greg Wilson to the bottom. Brenham Crouch up on the top. Wilson slides up in front of him on the final lap. Down into turn number 3. Anybody's ball game. Off of turn number 4. It's gonna be Greg Wilson at the line. Are you kidding me? And we go right the back straightaway immediately after that. We'll hold off here, race fans. Austin Hartman in the 87A up and over on the back straightaway after that checkered flag. Just holding for word here, race fans. First of all, on the condition of Austin Hartman on the back straightaway. That is our first and foremost concern. Austin Hartman out of the car and A-OK on the back straightaway. That's the first bit of news. And the second bit of good news, race fans, if Greg Wilson fans, by 26 thousandths of a second, Greg Wilson takes the Road America Challenge. Brenham Crouch finishes in second, Joel Myers Jr. third, Bill Baylog fourth, Travis Aarons fifth, Scotty Neitzel sixth. This is all unofficial. Jordan Goldsberry seventh, Todd King eighth, Jake Newman ninth, Tyler Rankin 10th, then Scotty Thiel, Chris Spitz, Kyle Schuett, Tyler Brabant, Dave Utah, top 15, Russell Orleans